Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This is NFL Talks with your host Nolan Roberts. Now today we're going to be recapping Super Bowl 55 and talking about some news and some stat lines, etc., etc. The Bucks on top. The Bucks upset the Kansas City Chiefs 31-9. Actually kind of obliterated them. You know, this is Mahomes' biggest loss ever. He's never lost a game by more than 8 points. But this was the one where he just got dogged on. Brady was balling out of his mind. 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, 125 passer rating. Gronk even played very well with 6 receptions for 67 yards and 2 touchdowns. Mahomes did not have a great stat line, but Mahomes played good. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. I was watching the game, and the throws that he was making, diving throws, making throws while being tackled, and still throwing absolute dimes, was insane. I mean, the receivers just weren't catching the balls. The receivers were dropping the balls a lot. The only offensive player on Kansas City to do mildly well, other than Mahomes, is Travis Kelce. He had 10 receptions for 133 yards. Hill did okay with 7 for 73 yards, but had some key drops in the game, definitely. On the Tampa Bay side, Leonard Fournette even had a solid performance with 135 total yards and a 27-yarder rushing touchdown. The Bucks defense was just absolutely clamping. Didn't even let them score a touchdown. Only held them to 9 points. Obviously, you know, Antoine Winfield getting revenge for the peace sign that Tyreek Hill threw up in Week 12 when he obliterated their defense. Devin White had a very solid performance. Possibly an underrated MVP snub. I mean, Brady, I still think deserves the Super Bowl MVP, but Devin White definitely puts up a run for his money. 12 tackles, 2 tackles for losses. Pairing that up with an interception and a pass defense. You know, Brady just absolutely balling out, achieving his 7th all-time ring and his 5th Super Bowl MVP. He has more rings than any other franchise in the league, like total. He has more Super Bowl MVPs than anyone does regular Super Bowl wins. The only player to have 5 Super Bowl wins is Charles Haley, but he played for 2 different teams. I mean, but Tom Brady is just playing absolutely dumb. Like, you got to think, he went from 20 years in New England to just saying, hey, let's go to the NFC, to the worst all-time record in the NFL, and managing to go 11-5 and winning 4 straight games and getting another ring. Like, he beat Aaron Rodgers, the all-time pass rating leader, Drew Brees, the all-time yards leader, and Mahomes, like, in one playoff run. I mean, that's just absolutely crazy to think about. Obviously, you know, this is Gronk's 4th Super Bowl win, as well as LaShawn McCoy actually getting back-to-back rings. You know, last year he was on the Kansas City squad, now he's on the Bucs, so he just got back-to-back rings, so I guess congrats to him. Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown, 2 old Steelers players, actually made the Super Bowl. Obviously, you know, Bell was on the Chiefs, and Antonio Brown is on the Bucs, so Antonio Brown got his first ring, which is nice. I used to hate Antonio Brown a lot, actually, because I'm a Bengals fan, but now that he's on the Bucs, I really don't care for him too much. Same case with Le'Veon Bell. I hated them when they played on the Steelers. Now the only one I hate is Big Ben because he's still on the Steelers, so frick him. No one likes him. Brady is just the undisputed GOAT. Like, if you say that another player is better than Brady, you are dumb. If you blame it on the refs, or the game is rigged, or Brady's a cheater, you're dumb, okay? Brady is the best football player to ever face the planet of the earth. He is the best, no matter what. Obviously, you know, NFL honors just came up. Rodgers getting his 3rd MVP. Aaron Donald, you know, tying first with most Defensive Player of the Year awards. He just got his 3rd as well. Although TJ Watt was kind of an underrated Defensive Player of the Year person, he definitely put up. I think TJ Watt probably should have gotten it for real. But you know, Aaron Donald, so he got it. Rookie of the Year, you know, Justin Herbert and Chase Young. Obviously, that was pretty obvious. It was really only a fight between Justin Jefferson and Justin Herbert, but Herbert just had an insane year. Obviously, you know, Derrick Henry with a 2,000-yard performance, getting Offensive Player of the Year. He very well has a high chance of getting another rushing title, you know, 3 in a row, because of just how dominant he is. This is Brady's 3rd postseason with 1,000+ passing yards, which is obviously the most ever. The only other obviously, you know, second place is second, or with 2, but this is Brady's 3rd 1,000-yard postseason, and his 2nd postseason with 10 touchdowns, which is absolutely insane to think about. Future predictions. Now, I think the Bucs are definitely going to go back, not to the Super Bowl, but I definitely think they're going to go back to the playoffs. I don't want to say anything yet about them going to the Super Bowl, but I definitely think they'll be back in the playoffs. The Bengals now, because, you know, I'm a Bengals fan. I hope Joe Burrow makes a comeback season. Obviously, you know, tearing ACL is kind of a rough spot. But I definitely think with him and Tyler Boyd and Joe Mixon, they can have a bounce back year. Now, Deshaun Watson, no really word on him. I definitely think he should go to the 49ers or the Jets, though. Now, I know the Jets is a really bad team, but think about it. They have the second overall pick. If they somehow picked up Deshaun Watson without getting rid of that pick, they could definitely get a solid back or defensive, just absolute beast or receiver. Well, I mean, you got to think. The Jets are a bad team, but if they got Deshaun Watson and one more key player, they could possibly do some damage. Obviously, the Stafford-Goff trade just happened not too long ago. Now, for the long term, I definitely think the Lions got the best of that trade. Obviously, Goff was drafted 7 whole years later. But for short term, as of right now, I think the Rams, Matthew Stafford got the win of that trade just because of how good their team is right now, and with a better quarterback who can play to expectations with actual talent around them and good management. Definitely think that they are going to make a run for the NFC West title next year. And other news and stuff like that, Russell Wilson actually wants to be involved with Seahawks personnel decisions. Kind of like what the problem was with Brady and the Patriots. He wanted more talent, but he just couldn't get any. And Richard Sherman, previous Seahawks cornerback and is now in the 49ers, plans on playing 2 more years before retirement. So we'll see how these next 2 years play out. And for next season, the Super Bowl will actually be hosted in Los Angeles for the first time since 1993. Pretty crazy to think about. Jason Witten's retiring, tight end for the Cowboys, long-time tight end. I'm pretty sure he leads all tight ends in receptions, if I'm correct, but I'm not exactly sure. Not an update on Drew Brees yet. His salary has been cut, though, for 2021, so I don't know if he's retiring this season or next season. We'll never know quite yet. So that's that. I mean, I was watching the game, and my prediction was the Bucs were going to win 31-28. They did score the 31 points, though, but the Chiefs did not quite score 28 points. They got demolished. The defense just couldn't play. The receivers just couldn't play. The offensive line definitely couldn't play. Mahomes was the only one, and Kelsey was quite the only ones who could just play. So that's kind of I just don't even understand. Because Mahomes has never lost his dad before, obviously. So everyone is just in shock. Everyone thought Mahomes and the Chiefs are just the best. Like, they cannot be beat. Tom Brady is Tom Brady, though. He wins Super Bowls. That's what he does. He's the greatest football player alive. So he came in there and said, nope. And took that right back. So that's how that went. Tom Brady also did say that he was going to be back for another season. Same as Gronk, same for Bruce Arians, and everyone else. They are going to be back for another season. Now, I think that Antonio Brown is definitely going to have a much better season next season. They're actually going to have OTAs and practice and preseason, hopefully this next season. And there might be a 17-game season, who knows. So hopefully every player's stats are actually going to end up being a lot better. There's going to be a lot more chemistry on the field and stuff like that, a lot more training. So Antonio Brown's definitely going to have an improved year. Tom Brady, I don't know. It might be hard to throw 40 touchdowns for 2 seasons in a row. But I definitely think passer rating-wise and win-wise, they're going to improve a lot. So that's that, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I really do appreciate all the support. The Jags video, that video has blown up. Now has 500 views. It's the first 500 view video on this channel. Which is absolutely insane. It's our highest viewed video. And if you do like this video or any other video that I make, they are all bangers. So hit that subscribe button and like button. If you are new, hit that subscribe button and comment down below ideas on videos I should do, or what your thoughts on the Super Bowl, what were your guys' predictions, anything like that. Like, what do you think is going to go around in the league? Anyways, guys, my name is Nolan Roberts from NFL Talks, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching.